One of the biggest things that stops women from attracting someone new and amazing into their life is that they cannot really feel the vibration of that person. They might say with their words, like, I want somebody like this, and I want him to be attractive, and I want him to be faithful, and I want him to be whatever. They might say it with their words, but they're not actually feeling that. They're feeling vibrations that are very far apart from that. And that's why they say with their words, they want this person. They could tell everybody in their life, I'm ready for love, let's go. And they don't attract it. The reason is frequency. The mistake that most women make is they think, well, it's easy for me to attract in guys who suck, or guys who are not committal, or guys who can't really communicate because there's so many of them. They think the reason they're attracting so many of those guys is because there's so many of them. But I'm going to tell you that different women attract different things based on their own personal vibration and their own frequency. How can one woman, like this is what I did when I was dating online, attract in a flow of really super great guys, while some other women attract in a flow of really not great guys? It's the same dating pool. But how come some women attract something different? It's not about their looks or this or that. Like, yeah, of course those things matter. But ultimately what's happening is it's a very specific vibration. It's frequency that makes it easy to attract in a certain kind of energy. If you keep attracting in non-committal, if you keep attracting in can't communicate, if you keep attracting in disappointing, if you keep attracting in hurtful, liars, cheaters, or whatever, you are vibrating on that frequency. You are focused, whether you know it or not, on that frequency. You are not on the station of higher love. You are on the station of disappointing love. And until you actually catch the new frequency and hold it there long enough to attract something new in, you will not attract something new in. But the reason isn't because there's just such an abundance of crappy men, you can't attract anything different. The reason is because you haven't changed your frequency. When you really understand frequency and how to change it and how to lock into the exact frequency you want, you will understand that it doesn't matter if there's 1,000,001 crappy guys out there, because you can calibrate exactly to the frequency of the kind of guy you want, and you can absolutely bring that person in. What you need to understand about this is that the kind of partner that you're wanting feels differently than anything you've had before. And I know that might sound like a duh, but it's actually the secret. This person feels different than anything you've had before, which means you are likely not accustomed to feeling that way. You're likely accustomed to feeling very different than the person. And if you feel very different than the frequency that you're trying to call in, you will not call it in. You will always call in less than that. So what happens for a lot of women is they'll start to kind of try and feel into the kind of guy they want. They're like, yes, I'm manifesting, I'm feeling it. They'll start to feel into it a little bit, and then they'll come up against blocks, right? They'll start to feel into it, and their mind will say, no, that kind of person doesn't exist. It hasn't happened before. It's never happened for you, so it's never going to happen. Or they'll come up against emotional blocks, right? They'll start to kind of a little bit sort of feel the kind of guy they want, and then their heart will say, no, I'm afraid. You're going to get disappointed. Remember when you were hurt last time? They come up against blocks, and those things weigh them down. You're trying to feel a higher frequency. You're trying to reach for it. But in reality, what's happening is the lower frequencies, the doubt, the fear, all of that stuff keeps weighing you down. You are not feeling that frequency the majority of the time. How do you know? Because you're not calling it in. You're still, majority of the time, feeling the frequency of the exact things you don't want. But how do you feel a relationship that you've literally never had before? How do you feel a person that you've literally never had before? You have to figure out what frequency your ideal man resides on, and then bring yourself to that frequency. Easier said than done, but this is exactly what I help my clients do, and it is the reason why they attract in somebody who is 10 times better than anything they had before, and they message me and they say, Nicole, I met him and it was easy. They attract in somebody who most people can't even believe they have a relationship that good, and the reason is because they changed their frequency. People are balls of energy at the end of the day. People have different energies within them. And when you're saying, I want somebody, I want a partner, I want my ideal man, what you're really saying on an energetic level is, I want somebody who altogether has a composite of certain energies. Your person, the true love of your life, is a ball of energy carrying very specific frequencies. I will guarantee right now that some of the frequencies and energies that they're carrying, you are not used to. You've never seen that in your life before. Or if you have, you've seen the energies in different people. You haven't seen them come all together, which is the reason why it is hard for you to bring in the love of your life, because the love of your life is a different energy than what you've been attracting. The love of your life is a much better energy than any guy that's come before. The trick to finding love that's better than anything that's come before is understanding that you don't yet have the frequency of the love that's better than anything that's come before. And your job is to find that specific frequency and hold it for long enough that an entirely new kind of person can come in. And a lot of women are just stuck in thinking there's some magic tactic, like what's the right dating app, or like how many dates do I go on per week, Nicole, to make sure I meet my man. And they don't realize that everything that they are doing and all the action that they're taking is still on the frequency or the station of love is hard, I can't get it, I'm not gonna get what I want. When you change your frequency first, when you align first to the kind of love that you want, what happens is your entire energy being, your set point, changes, your station changes, your frequency changes. So what you attract changes, and what's easy to come in for you changes. So right now it's easy, very easy for you to attract in what you don't want in your love life. That is your frequency, and that needs to change. And when you change it, you will attract in something so much better, so much easier. When you want to go higher, but you have a lot of things weighing you down, like limiting beliefs or fears or disappointments or the past, it's really hard to change your frequency, which means it's really hard to bring in a new energy. That's where love coaching comes in. I am a true master at helping women change their actual frequency. I mean, where they're vibrating in at love, so they can attract in something different. This is why I have a folder of hundreds of unsolicited client testimonials from women saying, oh my God, Nicole, I met him and he's amazing and he's 10 times better than anything before. And the majority of them, the thing they always say all the time is, it was easy. I met him and it was easy. Oh my God, this love is easy. He loves me so good and it's easy. The reason it's easy is because it's easy to attract whatever frequency you're on. Believe it or not, when you're on the frequency of amazing love that comes easy, it's easy to attract in amazing love that comes easy. And this is like kind of the secret that me and my clients who I've helped find amazing love know. Like, the truth is not that love is so hard and you have to sacrifice and you have to compromise and it's hard work. That's true on a certain level. There is an entirely higher level of love and relationships. And on that level, it's really not hard. When you have somebody that's really aligned for you, that's really a match for you, who's coming to you with the energies you need, who's not lacking the things that you need, and they're a great relationship partner, guess what? Love is not hard. It is actually easy. I show my clients how to attract in the no settling, no compromise person who has everything they want and need. So love is easy for them. When clients come to me, they're on the wrong frequency. They're on the station of love is so hard, and they want to get to the station of love is so easy. And I help them get rid of the things that are holding them down from even feeling the kind of partner in the first place. I help them calibrate to the energy of their ideal partner, but I also help them release the things that block them from staying there. Because when you stay on the energy and calibration and frequency of the ideal partner for long enough that it sinks in, you attract that person naturally. It becomes easy. Just like right now, it's easy to attract him, whatever you're attracting in your love life. You literally don't even have to think about, how am I going to attract in a crappy guy who disappoints me, right? Like, it would be silly to sit there and think about how to attract it. You just attract it in naturally and very easily. It is the same thing. When you align, when you calibrate to the energy and vibration of your ideal person, you literally don't even have to think about how to bring them in. They come in easy. The work that I do in love is so powerful. The kind of man I help you attract is so incredible. The kind of love I help you create is truly attracting in a partner who has all the things that you need, so that you're not missing vital things that would make you happy in a relationship, but yet you have it in abundance and with ease. The kind of relationship I help you attract is so amazing that normally the only way to work with me is in a year-long private coaching container. And it's a premium investment because I help you attract in somebody that would not have come in if you hadn't changed your vibration. But I have a special going right now to get some private coaching time with me for literally a fraction of the price. 3 private coaching calls with me to change your vibration, to help you align to the frequency of the kind of partner that you really want, so that you actually can calibrate to that energy, and private coaching calls to help you start clearing the blocks, the things that would stop you from getting to a different station, from changing the frequency, from changing the vibration, so it becomes easy for you to attract in somebody who would give you everything you want and more. This is a chance to get 3 private coaching calls with me for a fraction of the normal private coaching investment, but not a fraction of the power, because I am here to help you calibrate to a love that's higher than anything you've ever known, but it's exactly what you always know on some level you've been meant for. If you know you're meant for that higher love, you don't want to be on the station of love is hard and love is compromise and you don't get what you want, and you just have this inkling that there's something better for you, but what is easy for you to attract right now is lower than what you want, and you want to get to the place where it's easy for you to attract exactly what you want. These private coaching calls are for you. Every time I do something like this, the private coaching calls go super fast because women love working with me and they know the power of these calls. So grab these coaching calls now. Let's start to change your inner vibration. That is the secret to attracting in higher love. When you find the frequency of the kind of love you want, it comes in with ease, literally walks up to you, whether it's on a dating app or it's in the street, literally your partner coming up to you in the street and saying, I want to be with you. When you find that frequency, your person comes to you and it's easy. How do I know? Because this is what I do.